Hello everybody, welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be playing a deck that Buchan put up and seeing how we do with it. So it's a Aesop's build that uses multi-threader and equivocation to just try to dig. Morning, Vicky. I also want to make sure before I do anything else, I missed a subscription on the last stream. David Hoffman, I'd like to thank you for your subscription on Twitch. I really appreciate all the support. And let's go get SMC so we can go get Reaver and start this party off. Alright, let's go get equivocation. Just flood their hand. Let's go get SMC for misdirection. Clear the tags. Working hard for the money. Working hard for the money. So you better get your ass kicked. Alright. This deck is surprisingly fluid, which feels great, unless that is, of course, a reversed accounts. I love Reaver Shop. We need to keep a very close eye on our money. Gotta get in there with the Stamherk. Hey, Squog. The version, well, not a version of this deck because this is a very different deck than what I'm currently playing, but the Wu that I'm playing has Imp, which really helps your Wayland matchups. I'm gonna call their bluff. We could be wrong here, but I don't think that's an agenda. We need something to sell is what we need right now. The last clone ship is going to be for equivocation. We're having a wild ride this morning, that is for sure. We have 3 stim hacks in this deck. There's also an Inti in here, which would be really good. I mean, that works too. Give me that. So they used 2 Econ Warfares, so we should be okay. This is surprisingly good. I'm usually pretty wary of decks that have Cyberdelia in them, because I've been really burned by that card, but I think because of the Reaver Shop draw click compression, it's pretty good. Next turn, we are going to check R&D to see what ice is there. I'm guessing there's probably a Raven on here. Surveyor. Don't want to waste the dog counters on this. Alright, we're at 6 agenda points. There was just a preemptive that was used, so I think now is the time for us to index. That's it. I thought we were in a really tough shape there for a minute there with that big money differential in the beginning, but they did a good job. Seeds, longtime fan of the show, did a very good job of not giving us too much bad pub and managing their economy very well. We just were able to very slowly edge them out and keep that very little bit ahead. Hey Seeds, that was a good game. Yeah, I mean, if you can survive the early turn seeds as Shaper, you can usually edge out money. I do not like this hand. We're gonna mulligan that. That's way better. Okay, let's diesel. Oh man, just this hand is perfect. I love Cabanessa Woo. Yeah, I mean, I think the real issue, like, I really like a lot of the Magnum Opus cards, but they are really, really punishing to new players. We're trying to pick up new people for our meetup in Philly, and it's really tough to play cards like Border Control against new people because it's like an additional NISEI token that they don't know that they have to account for. So a fair number of the decks I've been making haven't been using any of those cards except for like crowdfunding, which is, you know, pretty straightforward. And like Embolus is like a really savage card, again, for a new person to have to deal with. We're just waiting for an SMC. Let's draw. Let's draw again. We're building a good economy while we're waiting though, so. Yeah, I'll get you up here in 1 second, Balder. Give me a minute here. Draw. Draw. We cannot catch a break. It's hard out here. We got lots of money. That's something we certainly have. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Guess we just start getting stuff down so we're ready to rock and roll soon. To the, as much it. Oh, okay. Could I find room for an imp in this deck without breaking it? Probably not. Oh, this should be neat. Okay, so we have the Aesop, so we can go get the Reaver. So I feel like this is a keep. This is like a decent keep. All right, Baller. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna put you on my lap, and you're gonna stay there because you were bothering Kara. So I woke up and came down here because I knew you'd follow me. Alright, and then let's go get SMC and then Reaver. We're off to the races. Gotta get those free draws in when we can, you know? In other exciting news, I'm getting my other Netrunner and family-related tattoo tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Alright, so let's draw. It's 6:42 in the morning. Alright, so... yeah, why not? Let's self-modifying code for equivocation. Hammer it. I love equivocation. It's one of my favorite of the smoke theme cards. And without Hyperdriver, its ability to be like completely degenerate is very much reduced. No fan sites and no ShadowNet is also like strangely freeing. Now we're not going to have a lot of money this turn, so unless we get really fortunate, no, I don't think we're going to be able to threaten that this turn. That's fine. Okay, so let's get a Harbinger out here. Free up some MU. And then off turn, go get a cash, which will give us a draw. So I'm hoping what will happen here. I keep hoping against hope that we will find a stim hack. Alright, we're gonna just focus on R&D. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm certainly not doing the right things to win this game. Yeah, the Algernon atom is pretty sweet seeds. So that functionally cost us 1 credit, which feels pretty good. No, I would love to leave that corporate sales team in there. Oh, that's game. Wow. Wow. Sometimes, kids, you draw the nuts. This is... Now, I will say that this is a masterclass in why you don't do these types of, like, remote ice spam decks and get tunnel vision about R&D. Because if you get tunnel vision on R&D... especially when you're Foundry and you're pulling a lot of the non-agenda cards out of your deck, you're gonna lose to an indexing. I think that's like 3 and 1. I do not like this hand. Caca. I sense data ravens in our future. Caca. Okay, so that's like 2 prize sects. They could have. But they rezzed on the indexing. The actual indexing, not after. But yeah, that is a great way to break in indexing. Yeah, we're just gonna set up. Yeah, give me the garbage. Give me that bad pub. It's going to be an Atlas with a counter on it, I would imagine. Can't imagine that's another hostile, right? Check R&D. Do we really only have one MU open? We need to get Inti down. Whoa, that's game. Oh no, we have 5 cards. Because otherwise we would be dead. I don't like all this price stuff. It's very bad for Shaper. Alright, let's hit HQ. Let's hit R&D then. Our goal is to get them low enough on money, ideally, that they can't fire the price X, so we can go clean out that server. That's going to be very difficult to do, but not impossible. Nope, they're not going to go for it, which 100% fair. Brian Stinson. The Stinson boy. I mean, I've used it for other things, right? It's one of those abilities like Quetzal's, where it's not useful until it's really useful, right? Like, I've used it to not lose to, like, gear check, but being like, I'm gonna go get Lady. Okay, that Lady's gone from the game, but I got the agenda, and that's the important thing, you know? Couple of Ravens for our opponent. Oh yeah. There we go. They are really going hard on the ice. That's probably a Stinson. keep getting set up. Do we think that's like a zealous judge? I feel like that's a zealous judge. Let's go check that. That feels great. We just netted 2 credits on that. It's a snare. Wild. What did we lose? We'll leave that snare there. Remove the tag. I think we gotta just start hitting HQ, right? They haven't done anything with an agenda in a while. When you have the Cyberdelias especially, you can really do some neat stuff as far, because I'm not gonna access here, but over here, we're gonna break. And it's like clicking for 3 credits. Doesn't that feel nice? Because the agendas have to be, they have to be piling up in there, right? See if we can force the Raven res. Out we go. Casting call. Casting call on a false lead. Man, the degree to which I do not care about that. Actually, you know what? Let's go get it. It's now or never. Yeah, price hike, of course. And another price hike, of course. But now that server's completely cleaned out, all 3 price hikes are in the trash, and we still have a ton of money. Also, this is the biggest of rigs. Let's hit HQ. Let's hit archives. At this point, with so much ice committed to R&D, we can kind of just wait them out. Losing all 3 price X hurts them very badly, because that click hell and saving the clone chip. So if they best defense, the misdirection. Get rid of Reaver, because that's not going to come up again. And we can just click for credits. I know this is boring, but I don't really have a strong incentive to go digging through that server, that R&D. And they're not threatening the win with anything except for a double advanced card. So, thus, the snare gets overwritten, but I'm not concerned because I think it could be another snare. Yep, good game. All right, rematch. Let's do it. Don't like this hand. That one's not much better. Gotta try to get that Aesops in the opener because it's the only thing we can't tutor for that we need. Nice. Okay. So let's draw. Let's put down our Lord and Savior, Aesop's Pawn Shop. Unfortunately, we need to be a little bit richer because we don't want Stinson to fire. Let's index. We're gonna eat the meat damage. To maintain our credit advantage. I wonder if this is gonna be an armed intimidation. Alright, now we can get Reaver down. Oh, we're dead. No, we fought a noble fight. That's our first loss of the day. Heck, good luck jab fun. Draw. Let's index real quick. Self-growth program. Unfortunately, like, any hard-hitting news-based deck is going to have a very hard time with us. This is not going great, if I'm being honest. Holy hell, where are our trashables? Thanks for hanging out, Seeds. I appreciate it. This is gonna be tough, kids. Oh, that's cute. So that's the kind of fight it's gonna be. Okay. If we get hit with like a ghost branch here, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Oh, no. What a mess. You gotta decide if you're letting us in or not. They quit? Oh, that's probably game. But we worked hard for the money. Alright, if I had to do that game over again, I'd probably just drop the equivocation and just like hammer R&D. Alright everybody, thank you for taking time out to watch me play some Netrunner. I'll be doing a NISEI interview this evening at 9 p.m. so make sure you check that out. And until I see you all again, always be running.